So I heard what the gentleman said that INFAC was going to be here. Are they not coming anymore?
As far as I know, INFAC's just Churchill Downs. AB agreed to leave and let these people have their piece of the Broad Taylor.
Tell me what AV is.
Angry Viking.
Oh, the Angry Vikings. Okay. Yeah. And now, is this a mixed group of individuals, or is it all out of the same Angry Viking organization?
Oh, no. Big mixed group of individuals.
Okay. Okay. What would you, if you could, man, I appreciate you talking to me. What are the groups that you're seeing here?
Mostly 3%, but different types of patriot groups, people of that nature.
Okay. I keep hearing Patriots. Yeah. Angry Vikings. Yeah. And 3%. Okay. Do you typically see clashes like this in Louisville between protests?
No, but it's all set up to be confrontational.
I mean, y'all all doing the same thing. He's just doing his job. Yeah, don't worry about that. He's just like us. You tripping. Yeah. We all got our
we'll walk.
See, look, now your people coming back.
We'll walk.
I know, and we all moving that way.
We'll walk. Let's go. We'll walk. We'll all walk. Ignore them. Just walk. Everybody's going. Let's just walk. I'm right behind you. I'm walking right behind you to get you guys out of here. That's what we want, to just have peace.
I think they're gonna have a conversation here, which is definitely something I'm all about.
I just want to go back. I want to make sure none of my fuckers were coming. Hey! Hey guys. That way, man. That way. We got it. We got it, man. Hey, right up here. I know. You guys know. Hey! Nobody. Keep it moving. The basement's coming. Right now. There's like he's going to actually independent. He ain't here. He ain't here. What was the point of it? It's the same thing you find at that power. What was the point of being thrown? What was the point of it being thrown? They were trying to obscure so we can retreat. What the fuck? It's a tactic. You obscure to try to in combat, not in the middle of fucking downtown. But you gotta think, when even the press is following us and antagonizing. Did it work? No, it didn't say. I didn't do it. We're not attacking. I've seen that. Let's go this way.
You're not leaving until your house goes with
You
keep turning around. We ain't got no gun.
We can't get to it.
All of y'all are gone.
There are guns out here that I've never even seen before. Like,
and they back up and they leave.
And then when you guys leave, the riot cops are lining up down there.
Because they know y'all was coming. They know y'all was coming. Okay, but they know y'all was coming.
I was thinking it has a lot to do with all this. They probably don't want to put themselves anywhere near that.
They knew y'all was coming. The man knew y'all was coming. So the man knew y'all was coming. The man let y'all come in and do what y'all want to do.
I know I'm skipping between combos here, guys. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see everything.
Try to find your comrade. Is he dressed like you? Okay. I got my eyes out. What's it? Hey, big guy.
So what's going on is these guys are trying to pull out right here and leave with this group down here, but they have one of the guys from their group is saying that they're missing someone from their party, and they don't plan on leaving until they make sure everyone's accounted for. And apparently on the other side over here, they've got the riot police showing up on the far end, and so everyone's trying to pull each other apart, but everyone's so kind of entangled right now.
Like this. Standing on the, I was sitting on the sidewalk that time when I got shot.
Hey, no, ain't no time to little late. They already deployed tear gas. Your men have already deployed tear gas. So, as long as I can make you work, I'm cool. We gotta walk back.
Can you give me the look? Oh, like you already back up.
Oh, snap.
Walk behind you. Sit.
So they got a whole other brigade. So now you've got armed militia down here, a lot of armed citizens. I mean, much like what you're seeing right here. Machine guns, handguns, flak jackets. And right behind me, perk that I'm seeing right now. There's no gas mask, which means I'm hoping there's not going to be tear gas. Slide to side on your left.
All right, let's form a line. Form a line facing this way. Come on, back up. Back up. Here, we're trying to work.
Are you guys responding to the sign of guns, or are you just responding to the sign of a crowd? Sergeant, are you guys out here because of the weapons on the street? Maybe he's not a sergeant, I don't know. I'm not trying to be insulting, give the wrong title.
Why y'all here an hour later? Legit, man.
They went that way. Over there. Get there. They went that way. Get over there. Stay over there. Look at them. They're right there. They're right there.
Go get them. Look at them. They walk through every time. You go get them.
Share the stream, y'all. Is this kind of common out here? You guys, is this kind of common out here? These kind of clashes? No? Are you used to seeing this kind of militia out here?
Couple times. Not every day.
Wow, okay. Are there any statutes on what kind of weapons you're allowed to carry on the streets? No, just gun's a gun is a gun is a gun. Okay.
Where's the last streamer? We want to know why we're today.
Major Humphrey.
If the Patriots was really here to hurt us. Major, we need 5 seconds. We want to know why we could have been murdered today. And it took you so goddamn long to get here, and now you're here with your backs for eyes.
Did I hear you say you're looking for a streamer?
I want a streamer for them.
Oh, okay.
The little blonde-head girl. There she is. Hey, live streamer. Ask your viewers why it took you so long. Ask your viewers why you're here for us with backs, but we were actually here with
Shout out Osmo, rocking that gimbal.
murdered us in cold blood.
I'm staying true to my Joby, though, y'all.
We just let it go
You
back.
got them out the way.
But you all need to be held accountable. I'm sorry. Y'all have to be
You
held
got
accountable.
fucking parents.
This young lady right here could have been shot, murdered, blood. Could have been murdered easy. It would have been so easy for somebody to get killed that easy. No.
Hey, you know what you guys were called out here for? Like, what's is there like a building you were trying to protect, or trying to thin the crowd a little bit?
Because it's his job to serve and protect me. He took an oath. Are you serious? Listen. The only way he's going to hear my brother. Listen. What did I tell him? I said, what did I tell him? What did I tell sir? What did I tell you? I said, go tell Lieutenant Humphrey.
Just say y'all know
Who is his grave?
we know each other. That's why.
Who did I ask him to go tell? I said, Lieutenant, listen, you got to know the whole story. You got to know the whole story. You understand? You got to know the whole. You can't just show up. Why are you so angry? There's a reason. I'm not angry for no reason. I'm media. It ain't even my time to be angry. I report this shit that goes on. I'm just holding them accountable. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm holding them accountable.
All right, Drew's got this angle covered, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and swing around here.
Y'all know this thing is
And I don't have copyright clearance for this song, just to be clear. You gotta deal with that copyright. What do you do with copyright? You just tell them, like, hey.
Everyone in that march is gone. They're leaving.
Hour and a half late. Unacceptable. I know Jesse Holiday. That's how I feel. They look at them. They walking through traffic with their guns out. The police is right here. Now it makes sense.
Who do you think the police are out here for? What's that?
I don't know what they are for. They ain't never helped me.
Gotcha.
Paycheck.
Hey man, they have a best exercise, bro. They can't get his best exercise.
Standing up. They say they ready to take care of them, but they been gone now. They've been down there 30 minutes. They've been down there 30 minutes. Ain't nobody stopped them for nothing.
Hey, thanks for talking to me, man. Appreciate you. So these officers apparently are going to make a walk down here to talk to these. So I talked to a guy and he said that the combination of here is Angry Vikings. You got Angry Vikings, 3 Percenters, and Patriots. And there was a couple other smaller groups with the AVs, what he called the Angry Vikings. He said that was kind of like the main group that was kind of putting this on, but then the Patriots were kind of the ones that took it from there and really kind of started pushing a lot of like the like that crowd presence. Yep. Big shout out Mercado Media right here. Woo-hoo. So I don't know if these guys are going to double step, move quicker because they don't want to talk to the police, or if they're going to slow up and actually have that conversation. But I am curious to see what's going to happen with. So you see batons, right? And you got the paint guns or the pepper guns, but then they do have, live rounds there. So at this point, so they're trying to wave down these groups.
Y'all stay back for us.
Yes, sir.
We need to get everybody on the sidewalk. Castro to all security. Castro to all security. Hit the sidewalk. Over. Hit the sidewalk.
They're telling them just get off the road, get on the sidewalk.
Does anybody have eyes on Kevin Reynolds? Get the people out of the roadway. Get them cleared up. Get separated.
I just go.
Running big. I gotta give a shout out to Osmo. I was like, big love gimbal. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna take this moment to let y'all know, hey, we're out here in Louisville. Made our way from Kenosha, actually from Seattle out here. Anything y'all can do to help make this happen, I'm gonna be chasing stories as best I can and making sure to get as much coverage around the nation and world as I can get to. As dream as big as I can, take y'all with me. So any way you can do to help out, guys, we're 100% source funding. I'm driven and funded by the people that are on the other side of this land. So I appreciate your donations. All you can do to help make this happen.
We have to come in and think, okay? So everybody gonna have somebody come in and flag, everybody come in all of that. So officers don't get injured. It's easy to come with it on and then try to run off and go put it on. You come down here when violence gets crazy and out of hand. So,
But of course today I'm not gonna dispute the riot. That's self-explanatory.
but if we came down here 3 hours ago, you guys would have been mad and said we were down here interrupting the protest.
I wouldn't have. But this is not a normal day.
This is an extraordinary day, sir.
Yeah. If I knew it, and I'm sorry. I'm just saying as media, okay? As media, myself and Tyra knew the threat that was going to be here today. Because I showed up to Jefferson Square because I knew that they were marching down here. So if my intel shouldn't be better than you all's intel, it shouldn't be. You got a permit. I see cameras everywhere. You have cameras. My intel as media should not be better than yours, officer. It just should not be. They got a
Tell you something that I can tell you about the citizens of Louisville, Kentucky. Everything in our power to avoid a confrontation, a war with the other side, if that makes sense.
The government?
Huh?
The government?
Not just the government. When
Why
other
government?
militias came out here to protest against us,
We're not protesting against you.
you're not here to protest against us.
No, not, sir. We want everybody's life to matter.
That makes me feel a lot better. It really does.
We're here.
Are you here to send that message?
We're here to say that there are bad cops. We want them on the streets. Yes, sir. But we do believe those that are bad. There's due process. They're being told. They're being judged in the court of the media and not a court of law. All right, and that does not justify any of this rioting and protesting. We all have pain. It may be for racism 400 years ago for you. For me, it's something else. Mine is seeing the people out here on the street protesting and burning down the hard work of other people who probably even share your same sympathy. But nobody, it's the indiscriminate burning and killing. Go after the politicians. Don't come after the city of Kentucky. You know, or the state of Kentucky or the city of Louisville. Don't come out against them.
That makes perfect
Don't destroy
sense.
this place.
That makes perfect sense and all sympathy. To hear that message makes all the difference in the world. But understand that everybody doesn't understand what you understand. Everybody doesn't understand that. So when you show up in force, and believe me, are you with the angry guy, angry wife?
Yes, sir. We are.
Believe me, you've thoroughly communicated the message that you're here to protest against African Americans protesting for their freedom. Believe me,
We don't mind
whether it be
protesting. It's a
inadvertent,
riot.
I understand and respect that. Please understand that whether it be inadvertent or deliberate, you have thoroughly communicated the message that you intend to protest want to reassure, regardless of how tense I may seem, I have no intention of inflicting any harm upon anyone. However, this tension is the byproduct of 401 years of misery. I'm only 45, so no, I haven't experienced that. I'm not going to deny that, nor the pain that I individually experience and have to carry in my life. Not only that, I'm certainly going to acknowledge and fight for those like me. Hey, can you tell your man to back up off of me? Can you hey, don't surround me.
I got out of his way. No one's gonna hurt you.
All right. Let's make it clear. We believe in give me liberty or give me death. Just as ready as you guys are to die out here, so are we. Let's be clear. We have no intention of inflicting any harm upon anyone. Both Americans, right? As of right now, I honestly would like to be a citizen of my own country. All right? That's what we're fighting for. Now, my brother's on the police force. I understand that. I do have American citizenship. However, I don't want it. But as long as I'm here, I will certainly obey the law. I will certainly fight for those who wish to live in a land or live in an environment where their freedoms are not infringed upon. I will certainly fight for my people's right, fight for their freedom. Now, you people, whether or not you realize it, are causing a stir, which is being interpreted as you don't like us trying to fight for our freedom. Perhaps that's not your intention. Gathering what I heard from you today, I reckon that's not your intention.
It is not. We are here to be people. You, sir, are my brother. You're my brother.
Now listen.
Somebody ever come up here right now that caused you harm, I'll stand right beside you and I will fight you.
Now what if I tell you that I'm a member of an African-American militia group that stands for African-American freedom, that stands for African liberation? I don't want to hurt your kids. I certainly can't allow the American government or the system, the beast, whatever you call it, to continue to hurt mine. You understand that? There's a genocide being perpetrated against my people on behalf of the name of the American government. Whether you acknowledge it or not, every day my people are subject to a perpetual genocide. We cannot act like it's not happening. You understand that?
I do.
So although I might talk sanely, and although I might behave in a manner which all my African-American brothers and sisters do not feel as if there's a need or you have the right to say that our behavior altogether, even our riots is behavior. But there's no good reason for it.
No good reason.
We're being killed. That's up for debate.
No good reason to hurt innocent people.
We agree. But when people protest against their innocent lives being attacked, it might not be pretty. So I'm saying this. I'm saying this.
Let's
go. Waste this breath. We have no time to waste it. So I'm going to say this before I go. Please take this message that you're inadvertently sending and politely remove it from the people's presence in a way that's sensitive as you understand what y'all are. Y'all know.
Thank you.
The streets. I'm confused. Come on. Hey.
Does that not make sense?
We want to be
The last
together.
time I went to the 3% leader herself, it was a lady, red hair. She said they was here protecting. See, they said there was a conflict between y'all groups. They ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm telling you what the leader said. Listen, she said y'all was here to protect us, the NFAC, the police, and everybody out here. So we all get into a class. Who y'all gonna protect, brother?
Well,
Answer the question, bro. If the police, NFAC, us, and y'all get into something.
You give me a second. It's grabbing my got down there, and I'm not here for that. This is the conversation. You're a bitch. I don't know you. I'm not gonna call you that. So all right. So what needs to happen is when this shit, because we don't know what, just like you don't know. We don't know if shit popped off, what would happen. where you know, where would you like to
We only know what the police.
Last time
We don't
I
know
was in it was her.
That's been clear.
They
We
let
against
the
the
fucking
police.
police grab 4 people, slam on the gates and everything, and they said they was going to protect. Listen, they do not just think. So that's where it goes out the window.
We gotta know.
I only talk facts, bro. I got
So this guy over here, he's pretty mad because we're having a conversation. I guess he doesn't want people to have a conversation. I guess he doesn't want any bridges being built. He just wants to have rallies. At least this guy right here is trying to have some conversation.
Like I'm telling you, you don't speak for everybody that's with you, though. Everybody don't feel like you fucking clearly. He don't play. He's trying to pull you in because I'm saying they got some smoke. Hey, fuck the gun and shit.
Check it out.
That's one of these alleys.
Are y'all in formation anymore? Are y'all in formation anymore?
I don't got a gun.
Y'all not in formation. You should be able to walk freely as you want to. We're no threat to you. We won't threaten you.
Because they just want. Alright, they just don't want to leave anybody behind in case something happens. Alright, question for you. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hey, you can't go jaywalking. Don't walk. That's jaywalking. Hey, quick question. Who's your leader?
I don't have a leader. I'm not belong to no fucking thing.
Who organized?
We just want to anybody. Like, who's your leader?
This was just a movement on fucking things. Somebody organized it. Somebody said, "Oh, let's get together." We don't angry breaking.
He's jaywalking. He can't go nowhere.
Down there, and he said that he could have a sit down with them. He's gonna get together with, I don't know her name, you know, but if there was an older lady running around, she knew you.
The biggest thing to me, if y'all came down here to not be a problem, and y'all want that to be known, that should have been the biggest thing on y'all man, not after the USA and all this. Y'all should have been like, we ain't no problem here, but this cause right here, y'all should have understanding and let it be known.
We got to the top.
Understanding, you leave it as a misunderstanding. You said that's right.
When we're like 2-3 blocks out, and then we look down and we see you go. And the guy just jumping around.
I mean, look, they did the same police that they're always pulling the good guy who talks to have a conversation. That's my thing. I don't understand. Like, you're having the conversation that I thought you came out here for, but then you walk away when the people are trying to have that conversation. But,
Why not let it be known that you're not down here going against
I mean, what makes him any different than me, you, her, or them? What I know.
I think when he killed the guys, I think he did change it.
all right, guys, I'm going back down here.
They've all pulled back. But the question everyone was trying to get to right here in a lot of the debate was, they came out with a lot of guns, and if things happened, who would pull the trigger, and where would those barrels be pointed? And that was the big question. And what a lot of folks here were saying was that from the 3% AV Patriot group, that whole group there, they were saying they were here to protect all people. But the crowd down here didn't feel like that was a proper representation of what their real motives were. So we're hoping to have more conversation. Yeah. And the gentleman that was talking,
all they were saying is we here to make sure the bills don't get burned. We here to make sure NFAC don't turn shit up.
right,
Like, that's not protecting people.
it's property.
Yeah, it's not protecting people. The police ain't put a fence around it. How you gonna do it? Why the police is easy to put a barricade like this, anything like this around that building if they didn't want that thing burned down. They could put anything down.
I've not seen them burn one thing down.
But that's what I asked myself. What make y'all think that they mean that literally to come burn down a building where they ain't did nothing violent since they been marching? They ain't shot nobody. They ain't burned nothing down. They ain't looted nothing. They ain't did nothing violent to even make me think. Yeah, they say burn it down like I told them. That mean they gonna come down here and shake some shit up until they get answers. Not burn down buildings, because that's not even what they do.
That's you're saying right there. That's a breach in communication. That's just a euphemism. Right? They're saying we're gonna tear it down, not literally trying to rip the building down.
We're gonna tear it down until we get answers. When we come back, we ain't leaving until we get answers.
Right.
We don't burn the building. Yeah. Our people been here present. I just burned it up buildings because they ain't did none of it. And I don't believe they gonna do nothing.
Right.
And also, if you're here to make sure they ain't burning it down, why are y'all leaving? There's still a whole day left.
Yeah.
They can show up and burn it down. So if you care so much about the building, y'all should been out there all day. The NFAC still here. They can pull up at any time and burn it down. If that's what they're supposed to do. Right. So that don't even make sense.
What are your thoughts on the NFAC?
Oh, yeah. To be honest, yeah. I know they can't do it by themselves, whatever they try. I know they should just be put at the head and lead to speak for everybody. Yeah. They don't speak for me. I like that they organize and they trying to get answers or whatever. Let's see what happens. But I speak for me.
Yeah. What do you want to see for change, man? And I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah, man. This shit ain't never gonna change. You gotta start somewhere we can't even get to. You gotta start so high up we can't even get there to change it.
You gotta do something though, right?
The first change that need to be made is the school system.
Okay.
You gotta change the curriculum what we're being taught. We still being taught things from 100 years ago. The world's different. Look how you walk over here.
Yeah.
We gotta teach stuff different. Teaching the same thing gonna keep getting the same thing. You gotta start teaching in school differently.
Yeah.
We only know most of this shit because they taught it. So you change what you're teaching, you can change the outcome.
Yeah, the input will directly affect the output. That's exactly right. So you feel, I mean, from what you're saying, it starts with the youth. We gotta look back, start young.
Most definitely. Most of the older, this shit would have been dead and died out by now. Most of us ain't never seen slavery. We ain't never experienced that. We still experience racism. It's taught us. It's taught to people.
Yeah.
If you stop teaching people, it would not exist.
Yeah.
Wash away. Kids don't know racism unless they taught them. You stop teaching the kids racism. Even in school, you teaching them that. You teaching them that white people hated you when you was young. You don't start hating white people for what they did to you, your people, and then you start to see them teaching. Stop teaching them. Wash away.
Wash away.
That's the only way I can see it wash away. Stop teaching.
Yeah.
It's cool to know about the history, but at some point you got to stop teaching certain ways to make people hate.
Absolutely.
Wash away.
Just wash away. I like that, man.
I don't even know who I'm talking to, man.
I'm CJ. I'm with CJ TV. Out of Seattle. Down here with some of my guys, like Soul Luna, the guy up here. He's another Northwest cat right out of Portland. My guy Andrew Mercado out of Minneapolis. So how do you think things are going to go with the NFAC? I mean, not for them personally, but for like the city as it is right now with them showing up.
A lot of people ain't feeling them just talking. They got to do something. They made a promise. People waiting on them to keep.
What was their promise?
They was going to come down here and get answers. They said if they ain't, it was not justice for Breonna Taylor by the time they came back in 4 weeks.
Please don't make any sudden move.
Whatever they mean, we should be expecting them to turn up. However, they speaking on turning it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I heard they plan on shutting down the racetrack. Yeah, the Derby.
That's all. That's cool.
They said they weren't having the Derby. I know people on the plane on the way in today were coming in for the Derby. A lot of floppy hats and funny jackets.
I don't even know if they could really even have the Derby with the coronavirus going on. So they could have never been really going on.
Interesting point.
Honestly, I don't even know if they're gonna have all them people in there.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we can't go to NFL games and shit right now, right?
Right.
So there's no way they can have the Derby.
Yeah.
If the sports are shut down, there's no way that they're gonna let everybody in the Derby. I don't believe so.
It's sport. Hey man, I appreciate you taking the time, man. What's your name? You're not telling me good one. That's cool. People always give me grief. Like, why you always ask everyone's names? It's like, man, it's a knee-jerk reaction, man. I'm a hugger, a handshaker, and a name asker, man. It's just how I do. I appreciate you taking the time, man. Like, this is your town right here, yeah? That's good. Oh, that was a smoke bomb. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh. Yeah. Were you out here already, or did you come out when the militia guys came out? Came when the militia guys came out. was chilled out back here. I mean, there was a lot of militia. I keep saying militia, but you know they were quote unquote militia, different groups, armed groups. I'm gonna over by the courthouse or the jail, right over there on that street. Hey, is there like a mini mart or something like that around here?
That's what I was doing.
I was gonna hand you some cash, man. If you grab some drinks, that'd be great.
I got it.
Oh, for real, here. I got it. It's good.
Powerade, you trying to get like the 2 for 2 or something?
You get like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. And like an energy drink too. Well, hey, grab me like if you like an energy drink too, like. Now get like one of those like super coffees, like the triple shot, the tall boy from Starbucks style. I mean, they're in the mini marts.
A glass bottle?
No, they're in a can. You'll see it's like a triple shot or whatever. It's fine, man. Just something with a lot of caffeine, man. I'm still half awake at best. Thanks. I won't be right around here, okay? All right. Huh. So day is early. Started off.
Jefferson and 4th. I'm here at Jefferson and 4th. Oh, he is in front. God dang it. See what I mean? You guys are interacting with me right now. You're telling me where to go. So, as much as it is reporting, it's like interactive. Oh, like you guys are able to interact with us. $4:30. I believe. If anything, I know me and Sol are probably gonna get some food and shower and like reset for on this evening. There he is. This dude.
Nice, buddy. What's up, bub? Say hi to the world. Look at that. You guys live right here? What do you think about everything that's been going on today?
I think that they need to arrest the police.
Okay. Yeah. What about you?
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
From everything that's happening.
Yeah. Did you see all the guys with guns that were down here a little bit ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? No wrong answer.
I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think that trust like that is the modern equivalent of the Klan.
Really? Okay.
Like it's meant to strike fear. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even like just the idea of like I know that like we live in an open carry state and people are allowed to do what they want, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're
Yeah.
So and if you look around, there are some people here open carry, and I think as black people, they have to at this point. If you're not, then you're
Kind of with us or against us type thing.
you have to. The open carry situation, I think for black people is even more important. I think the only way, people want to change gun laws and things, like Dave Chappelle said, you want to change gun laws, black people start buying legal guns, and they'll quickly change those laws that you don't like. I mean, in the NRA back in the 60s, the first people to come out for like the Brady Bill, push against automatic rifles and some automatic guns and shotguns and things being carried openly on the street because the Black Panthers came to this state hall, Reagan was the governor, and then immediately as soon as that happened, they're like, oh shit, black people showed up with guns, we gotta change the law.
Yeah. Same black people showing guns, we gotta change the law. Okay. All right, man. Well, hey, thanks, guys. All right. Gabe, see you later, bud. Okay. Respect for not giving respect. Interesting. So he's saying that basically he said these guys were wear the army clothes, the army garb. Is. Said they're kind of the modern day equivalent of the KKK, which is interesting. I don't know where Andrew and Soul went. Find him. Andrew and Soul. They just signed off? Okay. Maybe I'll do the same thing for a little while then.
Yeah, they're going to the room to take showers and stuff.
Get ready for
Take showers because they haven't done any of that yet.
Neither have I. I've been up since